Made it through the day, got peed on. That happens. Hello. It was an awful afternoon, evening. It was so awful. Every time I have to set up a new watch, it is such a freaking nightmare. And yeah, nothing was going right. I was on support calls with Apple twice, and then I was trying to be nice, and at I don't know what time it was, right around 8, I was like, okay, I'll try to quickly switch the cellular. They're like, you have to unpair it. I'm like, I just spent 4 hours getting it paired. Like, you have to unpair it. I'm like, okay, so I unpair it. Luckily, it was only about 30 minutes to do that. The person was terrible at responding to questions. It would be like 5 minutes would go by, and I'm like, hello? Are you still there? This was like a chat instead of a voice thing. And then I get it repaired, and it was like, okay, now send me the OTP. I think one-time password that stands for, that we emailed. Like, emailed where? Of course, to Danny, and he's in DC for a concert and not answering. So I had to cancel the whole thing. We were late for bed, and it's a watch. It can work on Wi-Fi, nowhere else. And now I just realized I forgot snack for Sebastian, so I tried to message him. I tried to message Dan. Dan isn't answering any of my messages today, so I don't know what's going on. And Jax is staying home because of a sore throat, which has been ongoing, and it's allergies, and Dan has the same thing, but I've gotten so much complaints since last night that I'm like, fine. But hopefully Jax actually contacts teachers, because we're missing, like, we have tomorrow, and then we're missing 2 days, so I need to get in there. It's happy Thursday. My phone just had to update, so I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we're good. I didn't even recognize the icon for camera, but made it through the day, got peed on. That happens. It was an interesting day, but it was a good day. And then since Jack stayed home sick, I didn't have to do Caroline, but I had to come home and do homework with Sebastian. And then found out that Dan wants to return that new Apple Watch. Knew it was refurbished because once it was finally paired and I could get into it, I saw that the battery level maxed out at 77%, and there was a warning that it should be replaced. And he's like, no, that's not good enough. So I unpaired it while I was doing some work on the computer for school. I was editing kids' photos from our class and making like printouts that we're going to do on iron-on paper for them to have their own little grocery bags for our grocery unit. And I was also exporting videos off of this thing. I need to do more of that so it's clear for the trip. And then it was time for Jax's video appointment. All the doctors are doing telehealth now, but whatever, I guess it's better than having to go somewhere. So I skedaddled out of my office because I was going to do those, and I started to do braids, but I realized as soon as I went to do the new watch to pair it, my phone said, no, you have to update the new OS because the watch is new. I didn't even say Danny bought a new one. He went out to Best Buy and got an SC. So this is like a lower level one, but it's newer. And the main thing was the battery died, and it has been dying. So I had to wait to download that, so I started braiding. I got 2 done out of like 7 I have left or something, and realized I think we've gone back down in size for the cases, and I just bought a whole bunch of new cases for 20 bucks, so I had to start a return on those, and then I just went ahead and took that over to the UPS store while Jax was on the appointment call, and then needed to order dinner because it was like 5:30 when I got back, and there was no way I was gonna have time to prep. So put that in, and then I got like 1 more braid done. I accidentally redid one that I had just done, so that put me back 1. I was so distracted. And then I did that, did 1 more, and was pairing the phone when food arrives, but it was a smooth process. I've gone through it enough times, I know what to do, and it's a new phone, so it was not all broken. And then while we were eating, Danny started the cellular process, and while it was, I need to put some soap in there, while it was going, sorry, this is so loud. While it was going smoother than the person I had on the chat, it was still so slow. We were sitting there at dinner for like an hour, and now it's exactly bedtime, and I've just got up here to take my bath, and I am taking a bath because I got peed on. So Sebastian just has to put his pajamas on. But cellular's working, and I can actually call him because the way they got it set up when we switched carrier companies, that broke his watch and we couldn't call him. I could only FaceTime call him, not with the video, just with the audio, and that was such a hassle. I could only do that when I was at home on the Wi-Fi, and it works, I can call him, so he's excited. I chose a fancy new watch face for him, though he'll want to set up his normal ones and his 21 Pilot photos of the concert he's staying at. But yeah, it's been a long day. I would have loved to finish this. I don't think it's gonna happen because I haven't done any lunches, and I have to pack 3 lunches for tomorrow after bedtime, so I don't think I can braid after bedtime as well. Let's see how fast Sebastian falls asleep. And I wanted to work on the trunk or treat, but I'm happy to have finished that work for school, finished the watch. We'll see if I get this checked off. Probably not, but it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna say goodnight. I will see you tomorrow for Friday. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.